Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video we're gonna be just sitting in the back of my Lexus Land Cruiser, and we're gonna be talking about its beautiful life. It was born in 1997, originally had one owner only, and I recently purchased this around Christmas time of last year. So it's been almost about it's been almost about 7 months since I own it. I've only put maybe less than 200 miles on it. I did spend some money on it. I did spend some money doing the tune-ups. Went and rebuilt the front axle, new axle seals. I went and got new rotors, new front rotors, brake pads, and then I also recently just bought a new front brake caliper because the old one was seizing up, and did the EGR delete on it. Now this Lexus runs great, or not great, but it runs good. It still needs a full tune-up. It still needs some cosmetic fix, but other than that, it's a solid rig. But when I initially purchased this Lexus, my intention was to buy this as a spare parts rig, and I didn't know that it was gonna run this good. And even though it runs this good and all that fun stuff, I got my red Cruiser ready, my 95. That's where my heart is, because that one has all the nice bumpers already, and I recently did a top-end rebuild on the engine. So it's a solid engine, solid transmission, completely leak-free. No oil leak, no tranny leak, no power steering leak, nothing like that. So that's why I love my Land Cruiser. Now the goal was the goal was to either sell this Lexus so that I can go to somebody that can help finish restoring it, or just building the Land Cruiser that they want. And it's been on the market on and off here and there. I haven't really got the price that I wanted to. Last week somebody offered me $5,000. Next day they flicked out. So with that being said, I decided to just go ahead and part it out. Now, why part it out? Why not just let it sit new? Well, the reason is that my red Land Cruiser, I plan to keep that for a long time now. You guys know me, I say that all the time, and I'm always switching between vehicles. But my red Land Cruiser, I'm really planning to keep that for long term, because that's the perfect family off-road vehicle, and I have my kids now, so that's what's really making me plant myself to that. So if I want to keep that for the next 5-10 years, I want to have spare parts, axles, it's just stuff like that. Anything that's spare, anything that can break on a trail run, I want to have spare parts. And the Lexus was meant for that. I bought the Lexus because I got it on a good deal, and it was meant to be a spare parts, because everything on this Lexus, 99.9% fits on to my red Land Cruiser. There's only some interior pieces that's luxury from the Lexus that doesn't fit onto the red Cruiser. But all your main components, engines, axle, all that stuff is transferable over to the red Cruiser. So today I decided to gut it up. I'm starting with the interior, working my way out from top to bottom. And I want to keep all the hard to find parts: engine, transmission, front axle, the whole rear axle, all the internal parts, drag links, radius arm, upper control arms. I want to keep all that. Those I'm keeping it for my red one in case it ever breaks on the trail run. Now there's a lot of things interior wise that I don't need, so I'm selling it. And then there's also a lot of stuff outside that I don't need, that I'm selling it. Like all the doors, the driver and the rear door, they all bolt onto my red one, and only downside is that they're not the right color. So I don't mind keeping them, because at the end of the day, if my doors get damaged, I can still slap on these onto my red Cruiser. But at the same time, if I get what I'm asking for, which is about $500 a doors, I would go ahead and sell it, and I'll fund something else, or I'll use it for something else. So there's lots of parts that if I don't sell, or if I don't get what I'm asking for, I don't mind holding on to them, because in the long run they're going to be useful in some ways. All these interior pieces has been removed. These glass right here, these dual sliding glass, I'm keeping those because I know how hard those are to find. If one day they break, I'm pretty sure it's expensive from Toyota, and I'm pretty sure it's super expensive just to get any glass repair shop to get you these. So these are always, anything that's a glass is always good to have as spare. That's why I kind of want to keep my doors too, in case the glass breaks. The rear door, the rear trunk door, I want to keep that too. But again, I'm not opposed to selling it. The sunroof, I'll probably keep that, but I don't need to remove that right now. That can stay up there, and that can do its thing, protect me from water and stuff like that. So today marks the end of this 97 Land Cruiser. Now keep in mind, it still runs and drives right now. I haven't completely killed anything that's gonna make it not turn on and drive. I've only been removing all the interior bits and pieces, seat belts, all the plastic stuff. Eventually I'm gonna remove these carpets, and I'm gonna keep these carpet. I'm gonna clean these carpet really nice and dry them out, and then keep them. And what I can do is, if my red one ever gets dirty, I'll have new carpet ready to, or I'll have these clean carpet ready to put on there, and then I can clean the red ones, dry it up, store away, and just like, it's like doing laundry, you just switch them out whenever they get dirty. So that's my purpose of keeping the carpet. This carpet is way more dirtier than the red one. It has more stains, but if you give it a nice clean, it will still clean out, and it will smell good. It might still have some of the stains, but for the most part it can still be clean. So that's the plan. And engine, transmission, I'm not in a rush to pull that out. It can sit inside the frame, the engine there, inside these engine bay. Not in a rush to pull these axle, because I want the vehicle to be supported. So today's a very happy, but at the same time it's a very sad day to see this Lexus go. I know a lot of you guys will be like, man, Nu, why are you doing that? But you know, it's just the way I think and the way I do things. You know, like when I buy these Toyota, I love them, but I don't love them to the point where I'll just like baby them. You know, a lot of my trucks in the past, I have killed a lot of Toyotas. I part out a lot of vehicles, especially last year, and you know, they all gone to good things. You know, the 4Runner that I bought, the white one that I stripped the motor from, all those parts and the cab, it all went to people that needed it. So, and I got an engine out of it. So even though I'm sacrificing this one, maybe 20, maybe 50 other cruiser owners will be able to fulfill some of their bills, because maybe they need parts from it. So I try to look at the broader side. I know these things are hard to find and hard to get their hands on, and I have one right here at my own disposal, so I'm very blessed for that. But just wanted to make this video and talk to you guys about this. And again, all these parts are still in really good shape. They're all good. I can use them for my red one if it breaks down, or something breaks down. If nobody wants to buy it, I can just hold on to them forever. They hold their value, and if I throw them away one day, I'm gonna be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I need that part now. So I'm selling some stuff, and whatever the case may be. So if you guys need parts, let me know. I'll go ahead and show you guys around here a little bit. I'm just sitting in here. This is the passenger front seat. It's been removed already. Super comfortable. Still works too, the motors and stuff. But this is like, this is my quiet place and my happy place right here. I find a lot of peace and joy when I remove parts, or when I I just find a lot of peace and joy when I work on Toyotas. It's very calm. It's very enjoyable putting things together, like putting the head gasket back together. But then at the same time, it's very satisfying taking apart a Toyota. If you guys ever get the chance to like kill a Toyota, or just kill any car, a Jeep, Chevy, and just take it apart and part it out and see how things work and how it goes together, it's very calming. I broke some parts earlier, but it's all very calming. It's quiet. I don't need music. I just do my own thing. I'll keep these handles here. These don't go bad, but you know what? It's always nice to have them. So I'm gonna try to sell some of these parts locally, and if it doesn't sell locally, I'll sell it on social media, and then put it on eBay. And if it doesn't sell, then we'll just hold on to them forever. So that's this video. Let me show you guys what's going on here. This right here is the rear passenger. This is where all the tail lights, the trailer lights, and this is where you have your storage compartment. Seat belts removed. The seats removed. This is the passenger seats. Center console, CD. Haven't removed the rear heater blower yet. That one is still in good condition, but who knows? Check out a lot of the switches. I'm gonna be keeping that heat control panel. That thing right there is like over $200-300. So that's very important too. If that ever goes bad, you have to replace the whole unit. And the dashboard here, this whole dashboard, the brown piece, that whole piece is still very good. There's like no cracks on that. It's actually way better than my red one. So I'm definitely gonna keep that as a spare, and I might swap that out one day. These little doors right here, these little ashtrays on the door switches, I took them out for the heck of it. They're the wood grain ones, but I know one day my kids is gonna lose those, and it's good to have it just in case. When I removed my third row seats, I ended up just cutting the seatbelt off. You can see the seatbelt hinges are still there, but I was being lazy, so I just cut them out. So they're pretty much just done now. Carpet's okay. You guys need parts, man. Let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna sell some stuff, and then there's some stuff that I'm not gonna sell. So just let me know. The one from mine is my red one. It doesn't have all the wood grain, so that's the big thing about the Lexus. And this is just a peel and stick, I believe. But this is still in really good condition. I just washed this 2 weeks ago. So if this doesn't sell, I don't mind keeping it. And here's the CD player. No, not the CD player yet, because the radio, still in good shape. The screen's blacked out, but it still works. Rear heater. That's the CD, the 5 CD holder or something like that. That's the module switches for the sunroof. That's the center speakers. E-brake lever. And then the ECU is all intact. So, lots of good parts still. Haven't removed the steering wheel or the gauge or anything like that. And then I went ahead and broke that piece right there where the clock goes into. The mirrors, I'll go ahead and remove the mirrors once we officially kill the motor and the engine. And the seats are okay, and they're not that bad. I bought some new gloves to work on it while we're here. This is just a scrap cloth. If you guys don't know, these switches right here, they go for like over $80 to $100 a piece, just a switch. This piece right here, so super expensive. Yep, I haven't part out the outside yet. I haven't stripped anything from the outside yet. I'm waiting until people buy, and then I'll take them apart. Like for example, if someone wants to buy this door, then I'll strip it. But for the most part, I'm not gonna tear anything out until it's paid for or until I need it. Sunroof is still good. So this is pretty much it, guys. This will be my happy place for the next couple weeks. Just using some basic tools, nothing crazy. Drill, impact driver, my ratchet, vice grip, screwdrivers, and that's pretty much it. Try not to bring out the big tools. It's really easy to tear things in here. Simple 10 mil, 12 mil Phillips head, and a flat head. You can pretty much take anything apart in here. So I'll keep you guys posted. Make sure you guys follow the Instagram, NuttyNu_44, and I'll keep you guys up to date on the project.